Hi everyone, this is Brianna from the Waseca Public Library, and I'm here to teach you how to make the Yeti for the Yeti Exploration Kit. I want to start by saying that I find it handy to have a scrap piece of paper so that when you're gluing, you're not worried about getting your glue onto your table or something like that. So we're going to start with the eyes. And as you can kind of see here, we've got two stacks to do. So you just start by putting the glue on the black, and we're going to put the white right on top of that. It's okay if it's not perfectly in the center, but also the glue sticks do have a little bit of give to them, so you can smooth things around a little bit. So put some glue on, oops, he's turned upside down, on the black, and then put the white right on top of that. And then we're going to put some glue on the white, right? And put the blue on top of that. So I have a ring of black, white, and blue. And do it again on the other side. Glue on the white, and put on the blue. The next step is going to be putting on the smallest black, and you can see those tiny white pieces. They're just going to disappear real quick. So put the glue, you can, I should say you can put the glue on either the top or the bottom. So this is where you put it on the top piece, and then you cover up the blue. And you put it on the top piece, and you cover up the glue. You could do it either way. For the little teeny tiny dots, I like to just put the glue right on the black and use your finger. You're going to get a little sticky. Make sure that the white is all the way into the black. These are the light shines on the eyes. These aren't like the pupils or anything like that. That's what these little tiny pieces are. So you make sure it's smack in the middle. There you go. And once you get the stacks for the eyes glued together, we're just going to gently and carefully set those off to the side. Similarly, before we get too far in, we want to do the pieces of the mouth. The mouth has a black line, and I don't know how well you can see them, but there's 5 teeth. 2 big ones, 2 medium ones, and 1 small one. So this is all the teeth, and I find it works best if here, let's do this so you can still see them. Put the glue on the mouth first, and this is where the paper comes in handy, because I'm just gluing straight down, so it's getting all over my extra paper. So put the glue down, ooh gosh. And then you're going to want to put down on the mouth. The biggest teeth go on the farthest apart sides. So there's 1, 2. Can you see that? Yeah, you can see that. The middle ones go right in next to it. And then the smallest one is going to go on one side or the other, and you can decide which side. You can also kind of control how tall the teeth are by whether they are way up close to the tippy top or really far down in the middle. So this is what my mouth looks like after I do it. And then very carefully lay your gray right on top of that, so that when you peel it up, this is what the mouth looks like. This is your face, to be perfectly honest. And then we're going to set that aside to dry as well. Not like super dry, but dry a little bit. Then we're going to pull out the pieces for the hands. So for each hand, you're going to need the base part, and then you need the gray. So let's put some glue on this. gray circle. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. And it goes in the middle like so. And then on top of that is gonna go 2 black not olives, ovals. And you kind of want those at a little bit of an angle to each other. Like so. Just like that. And it's okay if they're not perfectly symmetrical. And it's okay if a little bit of glue is showing. Your glue should dry clear. When you're done with the paw, you also want to get the fingers. So you're going to just do a little shoop, 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 shoop along the edges, and then you want 4 of these gray, not even ovals. I don't know what one would call these. Little finger paw pads. 4 on each hand, and there'll be some overlap on the edges. That's okay. Set that aside and do the other one. Here's all your pieces again. So 4, my hands are getting sticky now. 4 paw pads, 2 black marks, your center paw and your paw. So go ahead, put the glue down for the circle. Try to keep it best as you can, sort of even from all sides, but whatever you get is good enough. And then your angled black spots. 1 and 2. Okay, nice and flush with the rest of it, and then you just go 1, 2, 3, 4. And your little paw pads. 1, 2. Oh, I got a little hair here somehow. 2 and 3 and 4. So now you should have 2 paws that are drying, a mouth that is drying, and a couple of eyes. 1, 2, just like so. Now we're going to start assembling our Yeti. So put aside all the things that you have made already and find a clean spot on your paper, or get a new paper if you need it, and we're going to put down our giant Yeti body. The nose will come in just a second. First, we want to put down the face. So grab your face, flip it to the back side, and we're going to very carefully outline it, glue it down however you want. Try and make sure you get the edges so that the edges don't curl up, but whatever you get probably is good enough. And the face should go right about here. So the top of it should be right about where the hair starts poking out. And just put that down. And on top of the face, you want 2 dots for eyes, right? So put down the glue and then put down the eyes. I like to make sure that my little light dots are on the same side. Just like so. That way the light's coming from the same side for both eyes, right? Get them as even as you can. And then we're gonna just add a little bit more smack here in the middle. Oopsies. So you can see the glue because it's kind of purple, but it'll dry clear. And you're gonna put down the little nose holes. And these should be just a little bit tipped. Not too bad, just a little bit. It's okay if you get sticky on your fingers, just rub it off. So that should be your mouth. And then you're gonna wanna figure out where your hands are gonna go. So right about here. And I like to make sure that they're tipped so that the corner of where the paw toes start is lined up with the edge of the base, right? So put some glue down on the inside of that, of the paw, and then flip back over, put it down, squish. Perfect. Awesome. All right, and do the same thing on the other side. So put down some glue on what will be the inside. Perfect. And line it up. There we go. There you go. So now you have your Yeti. And all the basics are there. But there's one more piece we can do to make it really super excellent. And I'm actually going to put my paper to the side. This is just for hardness. So I don't have a table I'm doing this on. And you're going to want to pull out your yarn. So we're going to put yarn down to make our Yeti fuzzy. Right? So it's pretty easy. You are going to need a pair of scissors as well. Okay, so what you're going to want to start doing is measuring. 1, 2, 3. I'm just going to put 3 down to start with, because that's a good starting number. You take your glue straight down, and then you can put down your yarn and just pat it in, and you're going to put the next one right cozy up next to it. Pat, 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 pat. And then the third one right cozy up next to it. Pat, 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 pat. So you can either measure, cut, and glue, or you can glue like so, and then put it down, pat, 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 and cut. There we go. You might get some extra along the way, but that's okay. And each stroke of glue will probably be able to get you at least 2 pieces of yarn. When you get to the ends, or the edges, instead of doing, you can just go dirt, 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 but sometimes it's cool if you can go all the way from the tippy top all the way down. But you can make it work however you want to work. So you can get all the way from the tippy top all the way down to the bottom on the edges, just like this. And you should be able to get more than one, just like that. So it'll be just one big long glue streak and one big long yarn. But you might only get 2, maybe 3 on each side. And then you got to get down to smaller ones again, just like so. And you'll just tuck it in nice and tight and cut it off right on the edges. Tuck it in nice and tight. Cut it off right on the edge. Come on. The only thing you want to be careful of is you don't cut your base. That wouldn't be very good. Tuck, tuck, tuck. And this one I'm just going to fold right over just because it works really nice. And give it a trim.